ayusin lang po natin ang mga katanungan natin at umpisahan po natin kay Ms. Eden Santos.
Ayun, dahil po ako mag-isang babae, nagkasundo kami tatlo. Ayan, ladies first daw po, Mr. President. So, kumusta na nga po ang inyong gising ngayong umaga after the proclamation mo na kahapon?
Well, wala, official na talaga eh. But we have not, hindi naman namin na mula nung May 9, May 10, nandito na kami. We were already trying to put together the government, the next administration. So, pero siyempre, very significant yung kahapon. At kahit pa paano, it is slowly sinking in na eto na talaga yun. But anyway, it also became productive because nakausap ko na yung mga legislators natin at sinasabi ko na sa kanila, ito yung mga dapat natin gawin, ito yung mga hihingiin ko sa inyo. I think I'm hoping there will be a honeymoon period na maging maliwanag at maging maganda at maayos ang relationship, cooperation between the legislature, the executive, and of course the judiciary. So that's what we spoke about at length. After naiwan pa ako dun ng mga 3 oras kasi nag-uusap na kami tungkol diyan. So it's all very well commemorate. Of course, it's all very exciting to actually hear the proclamation of the Senate President and the Speaker for both myself and for our incoming Vice President, Sara Duterte. But we immediately went to work because there's a great deal to be done. So, yeah, nasa pawang ka agad yung whatever, if you want to call it celebration, commemoration, napunta ka agad sa trabaho. But that's natural because talagang in our view, ang daming gagawin. So we have to get it done. I really want to hit the ground running on the beginning of the term. I also would like to have a very clear understanding between all of the cabinet secretaries, and the legislature. Very clear understanding of what we are going to be trying to do, the timetable that we're giving ourselves to do it in, the deadlines that we have to put, so that we don't waste any time. So, yes, it was very exciting. It really brought home the fact that we won this election and I will be president. But immediately it comes that, well, if you're going to be president, you better get to work. So, yun ang mga nangyari.
At least po magsisink in na yan later on. Before proceeding po dun sa formal interview namin, gusto lang po namin i-congratulate kayo. Ayan, congratulations po.
Thank you.
And Mr. President, how would you like to be addressed po by our Filipino people? Para mas, yung name calling ba, kumbaga, at para mas madaling matandaan?
I think lilitaw na lang at lilitaw. I don't know.
Pbbm? Okay na yun?
That will work. I was SBBM when I was in the Senate. So yeah, I think that will work. Kilala na ako ngayon. Kilala na ako, especially in the pub because of the campaign na BBM. So maybe that's the logical way to go.
So Pbbm na po. Ano na po? Tuloy ko na lang
begin with the economy.
Yeah, yan. Ano po yung magiging first order of the day po ninyo since kayo na po ay proclaimed as the 17th President of the Republic of the Philippines?
Well, the first priority is always going to be the economy. And that's why we have been very, very careful in choosing the economic team. It's still down to jobs, to the increasing prices of commodities, some relief for the business community. We have to we have to streamline the operations of government, which immediately brings us to digital and IT and digital communication para maging mas maganda ang patakbo. And also it will be better for the Philippines for the simple reason that the rest, when we deal with other countries, everybody else is digitized. Tayo lang ang medyo naiwanan. So it will make quicker. Ganun ang negosyo ngayon eh. Ganun ang investment ngayon eh. Kailangan talaga digitize. So those are the immediate things, because those are the things that I think we can immediately enforce. But you know, the things we spoke about during the campaign, hindi pang kampanya lang yan. We really need to do something about. We need to find help for our MSMEs. We really have to create once again the value chain for agriculture. Education needs a lot of. I'm so happy that Vice President Sara has decided to take on that job. It's not a small job. Sa education to increase, and of course the infrastructure development continues. So these are the things that we can immediately go on. That's why I'm using the time between now and the 1st of July to plan, to talk to everybody and say maging maliwanag ang plano para nakakaintindihan tayong lahat. Ito yung dapat natin gagawin. So I guess on the 1st of July we will have a cabinet meeting immediately. Just to everybody knows naman sa mga kinukuha naman namin, magkakilala na yan. They've worked together before in their different areas. So but the important thing is to be very clear amongst ourselves in the cabinet and with the public as well, that this is the directions that we are taking. This is how we plan to do it. We will engage with certain agencies, with the private sector, with citizens, NGOs even, to move the thing forward. So I think we've made a good start in the last since May 9, last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I think we've made a good start. There's still a long way to go, but I think we've made a good start already. The most important thing for me is to get the right people in the right place.
Meron na po ba tayong economic teams na...
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. I think it would be appropriate to say that I will be nominating our BSP President Ben Diokno for the position of Secretary of Finance. He has already agreed, nag-usap kami, and he has agreed. His place in the BSP will be taken by Philip Medalla, who is going to be who will take on his unexpired term, which lasts until yung term talaga ng BSP President hanggang in this case is until July. So at the very least he will be there. I have asked Fred Pascual to head the DTI, and he has agreed. We talk about the economic team, and maybe normally we don't consider this department part of it, but it is going to be part of it. I am intending to nominate Manny Bunuan for Department of Public Works and Highways. He has spent almost his entire professional life in the DPWH. I know him very well, so I think he will do. I know he will do a good job. So those are the things that we have decided. I know the economic team is critical, and that is what people are looking to. I think we have found the best people for it, who are able to look forward and to anticipate what the conditions will be for the Philippines within the rest of the world in the coming years.
Thank you, Ms. Santos. Mr. MJ.
Sir, congratulations. First of all,
Thank you.
Yung management namin ay nagpapabot po ng pagbati sa inyo pong panalo. And especially my big boss, Reverend Dr. Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy.
Well, I thank him. At he was a very big part of what we were trying to do. Kasama ka naman lagi. You are always with us.
Sir, balikan ko lang po yung sa economy. May mga panawagan, sir, na postpone daw muna yung implementation
Yung
ng
RCEP.
RCEP and also, sir, dagdag ko mamaya yung oil excise tax.
Yung?
Oil excise tax, sir.
Okay, let's do RCEP first. Sa aking pananaw, let's have another look at it because the RCEP is a very fine thing. Ako talagang a great proponent, believer in trade. Hindi talaga tayo, walang yumaman na bansa na hindi maganda ang kanilang trade. Meron silang manufacturing, marami silang ine-export. They are very involved in trade. All the great economies in the past 200, 300 years, it really came down to trade. So that's something that we want to encourage, and what RCEP seeks to do. Now, the only stumbling block, the only possible stumbling block there is that it's all very well to trade if you are in a competitive position. And I do not know that our agricultural sector is sufficiently robust to take on the competition that the opening of the markets will cause RCEP. So let's have a look at it again and make sure na hindi naman malulugi ang ating agri-sector. Pagka rinatify na natin yan, dapat handa na yung sistema natin na makipag-compete. Dahil kung hindi talaga makipag-compete, masasapawan sila. Mawawala yung ating mga local and panay na lang ang import natin. And we don't want that. If we want to beef up the agricultural sector, we want to have sufficient food supply for the Philippines in case of any crisis. We should really learn our lessons from the pandemic that wag natin pababayaan yan. Dahil pag may dumating na krisis na ganyan, ramdam na ramdam ng tao, kulang ang pagkain for various reasons. So anyway, sa RCEP, tignan natin ulit exactly what will be the effect, pag-aralan natin na mabuti, that if we ratify it now, what will be the effect on our farming community, our farmers especially. They need protection. Hirap na hirap ang mga magsasaka. And how will it impact what our plans are to, as I mentioned earlier, create the value chain for agriculture once again. So that is my view on RCEP. Pag-aralan natin na mabuti. Pagkaya ng ating magsasaka o suportahan natin ng gobyerno at kaya na silang mag-compete, i-ratify na natin yan.